سمعتوا مرة عن هاي النظرية اللي بتقول إنه لكل حدث في عدة نتائج ممكنة؟
معك انت في قلبي بكل شي ملك، وانا معك امشي عمري قبل. سمعت من اللي قبل كيف كنت تغيرت، كيف احكي لهم بطلتي انت. اهجرك مش مزح، مجهز حقيقة اكتب لك مدح، مبروز وصيتي غضبك دبح، ورصاصك فيي يجي بعشقك حتى لو تخوني ومع غيري تسيبي.
بدي اشوف واحد في العالم انه يطلع من الدار يومين ويجي يلاقي الدار مسكونة وانت ما تقدرش تدخل.
مش عارفة شو اللي صار فيا، كل شي تغير حواليا، اللي جواتي راح تبدل بجراح، نفسي انا اللي بيا، وعود سمعتوا كلمات املي بيموت اوقات، على بالي هقفل الباب.
Dear Sarah and Rami, thank you very much for taking time for us. I watched the entire documentary and I was really impressed. I congratulate everyone involved. It is not only great to imagine an alternative where the Nakba didn't happen, but it's also remarkably revealing about today's realities. I don't want to talk too much because I have a lot of questions. So, first of all, how did the idea of make a science fiction documentary come about? Why did you choose the city of Leeds in particular? What makes it special?
Okay, Sarah, you start.
This whole project actually started almost 9 years ago at this point. I'm an American Jew and we are not taught anything about the Nakba. It's not part of, it's like purposefully erased from our understanding of this situation. And so in 2015, I read an essay about what had happened in Lid during the Nakba, and it completely blew my mind and kind of reoriented my whole understanding of everything. And so I've been a documentary filmmaker for a long time, and I thought, okay, let me use my storytelling skills to broaden this history, especially within my community. And so a friend put me in touch with Rami, who is from Lid, and we hit it off and we started working on this. We're both sci-fi fans, and science fiction has this kind of rich history of using speculation to tell stories of liberation and to imagine new, more equitable futures.
زمان أنا كنت كتير جميلة، كنت كتير مشهورة، كانوا يجوا ناس من كل العالم لحتى يزوروني. أنا عمري أكتر من 5000 سنة. تعرفوا أكم حضارة صرت شايفة هون؟
We decided to approach this story differently because we also wanted to draw new audiences to the story of the Nakba. It's a story that has been told before, not specifically that story, but the story of Palestine, the story of the Nakba. So how do you draw more people to it? You try and maybe do a film that is cross-genre. And here we are.
أنا عمري آلاف السنين وكل شي بتغير. مش عم بقول إني حابة أصير يوتوبيا ومدينة كاملة مكملة. بدي أبنائي وبناتي المنفيين يرجعولي. بدي أزدهر كمان مرة.
Besides being such a historical city, Leeds also appears as a character in the documentary and speaks directly to the audience. I like this idea a lot, and I would like to ask that what does Leeds wants to tell us? What is the main message it wants to convey through the documentary?
Well, Gultin, that's a very good question. I'm a Palestinian. One of the things I do is to humanize ourselves. As a cultural activist, as someone who's been advocating for the Palestinian people, since I could remember myself, I often find myself humanizing us to the world because for some reason we need to keep reminding everyone that we are equal human beings. Palestinians are equal human beings. I think we took it to the next level with this film when we not only humanized ourselves and we humanized the space we live in. So we decided to give a voice, decided to give her the honor to tell the story of what happened to her, what is still happening to her, what could happen to her in an alternate reality in which the atrocities of 1948 never happened. It used to be beautiful, it used to be very important, and now not a lot of people know about it. So it's like she's like a forgotten star, a forgotten has-been diva. So the main message of Lid would be listen to my story because my story symbolizes the story of Palestine and the entire Palestinian people.
כמה קורבנות?
אני לא יודע, אני לא...
ילדים גם ונשים?
ילדים ונשים לא היו שם בכלל.
Here's the thing about these testimonies. To the average Israeli, they're nothing to be ashamed about. They can't see a lot of things that are wrong with what happened. And they always find a way to justify it, as we're seeing right now in 2023 and 2024, what's happening in Gaza. So we just gained access to the footage. We have a release, and now we can use it, and we show how they talk about. So in such a nonchalant way about what they did and how they bombed the mosque and how they killed people there.
אני זוכר שליד הקיר ישבה ילדה קטנה, כבת 12, בידה החזיקה את אחותה הקטנה, חיבקה אותה, וביד השנייה הניעה כמו מטוטלת כזאת, עם אצבעות פסוקות, כמו שאומרים אל תירא. ולא ידעתי מה לעשות, ולא עשיתי דבר.
From the American Jewish perspective, like seeing this footage is really intense and kind of revelatory. For me, you know, I was raised like these guys are literally my father's heroes. You know, that's what I was raised with. And I was also raised with this mythology that they were fighting the British, not the Palestinians. And so seeing this footage is like, just, you know, you can't even overstate how reorienting and how important it is for us as Jews in the diaspora, especially, to confront this legacy and to confront our complicity.
الناس تسألني أنا من وين، بقول لهم من اللد وبعلي صوتي كمان.
كانوا سواح تيجي من أنحاء البلاد، من مصر، من أنحاء البلاد يجوا على اللد.
أنا أصلي من اللد، 34 سنة موجودة باللد، ما طلعتش منها، ما استكشفتش محلات تانية بالعيشة.
How was the documentary received in United States, especially after October 7? Were there any restrictions on its release?
There haven't been any restrictions on showing the film here. And in fact, I think, you know, people have been like waiting for the film to come here. I will say, without going into details, that it has been hard to get kind of mainstream festivals to show this film. And I think there's still a lot of fear around, you know, anything that is pro-Palestinian human rights in the US. That is because the Zionist lobby is so strong here. And so I also want to say, and Rami will add more to this, that we're really having a historic moment here in the US. The student uprisings around the country have been amazing. And so to release the film at this juncture, I think has also been truly amazing and inspiring.
I mean, the kufiya is no longer just a Palestinian kufiya. Like, you know, this used to belong to my grandfather, and now it belongs to everyone. Being in the States and seeing, you know, my grandfather's kufiya all over the place, worn by so many people, and to see that it has become a symbol, pro-humanity symbol, I think that gives me a lot of, you know, pride as a Palestinian.